Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not, welcome back. Today we're going to be making Rasta pasta, and here are all the ingredients. You need some bell peppers and onions, butter, heavy whipping cream, Walker's Wood jerk seasoning. I got mine in mild because I can't really handle spice. Panini pasta, seasonings, and chicken breast tenderloins. This is the specific Saison packet I use, and these seasonings are optional. I mean, you don't have to use every one I use, especially the total seasoning and the Tony's, but I got a 32-ounce of heavy whipping cream just to be on the safe side because I didn't know how much I was going to put into the pasta. And let's get started. Now that I've cleaned my chicken, I'm going to start to cut it into bite-sized pieces. From one tender, I can get about 8 bites. Now that I've cut my chicken up, I'm going to I cleaned my cutting board, and now it's time to cut my vegetables. I'm taking only one of the green peppers. There's 2 I think will be a lot. I'm just going to slice it vertically in small slices, skinny slices. Now that I've cut up my green pepper, I'm going to open the other bag and cut up my other peppers. I'm only going to cut half of each of the orange, yellow, and red peppers because I didn't want too many peppers in the pasta. I didn't want to be pepper galore. So I want to cut those the same exact way I cut the green pepper, vertically into little skinny slices. So this is all the peppers cut up. They look so pretty, and now I'm going to season my chicken. So I'm going to season my chicken with half a teaspoon of every seasoning that you guys see in the beginning of the video. It's up to you to choose what seasonings you want to use, but I do suggest adding the Saison paprika and garlic and onion powder nonetheless. So for the Saison, I'm only going to use half of the packet because I'm going to put the rest in my vegetables. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the jerk seasoning and mild, and this is going to give it a pretty color and a nice flavor, and it smells so good. Like, I wish y'all could smell it. Now I'm going to mix up all the seasonings, and you're going to see the color change is so pretty. And then I'm going to turn on my stove to start to boil my water for my noodles. I'm going to add some salt, a little bit of salt, and I'm also going to add some olive oil. Don't be alarmed, I'm not going to add that much olive oil. I don't want my noodles to be mushy, but I am going to add it so they don't stick. So on medium heat, I'm going to add my chicken to a skillet coated with olive oil. As you all know, chicken does cook fast, especially when it's cut into small pieces. So you see me here just flipping it over and mixing it up so the other side can cook. So y'all, the chicken is done that fast. I'm going to let it sit in the pan and make sure that it's all cooked evenly. And I'm also going to take a little piece and y'all, by the way, it smells so good. So I took a little piece just to taste, and y'all, I was dancing behind the camera. That chicken was so good. So after I put my chicken on a plate, I'm going to use that same pan and cook my vegetables, because I do not like to wash the pan and then cook the next part of the meal. I just like to keep all the seasonings in one place. Everything can taste the same and good. So throw those seasonings in there. I did turn my stove down because I don't want them to cook super fast. And then y'all, I forgot to buy a fresh onion from the store because I thought I bought some last time I went grocery shopping, but I didn't. So luckily my roommate and I cut up onions to put in the freezer. So I had to use some of those, although I wanted to have the vertical slices of onion because it would have been so much better. But this, it didn't change the taste or anything. It still tastes good. I just wish I had bigger sizes of onions because, again, I love bell peppers and onions. So I'm going to let that cook down. I don't want my vegetables to be too soggy or too crunchy. So you'll see how they look, the consistency of them when they're done. Then I'm going to add the other half of that saison packet into my vegetables. So this is how you want your vegetables to look. See, they got a little darker in color, and they're not crunchy and they're not super soft. They're the perfect consistency. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with my chicken, put it aside on a plastic plate so I can start my alfredo. And guess what? I'm starting that alfredo in the same pot, y'all. Seasoning is key. You want seasoning, you want flavor. So I turned my stove down to 3, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. To that, I'm also going to add a little bit of flour as a thickening agent to make the pasta or the alfredo a little thicker. You don't add too much flour, just a little bit, a little sprinkle. So I'm going to keep stirring. After I put anything in the pot for my alfredo, I'm going to keep stirring. That's the key to alfredo, keep stirring. So I'm going to add a cup of heavy whipping cream to start off. And y'all, during this video, my phone did say my storage was full, so me making the sauce was kind of cut out. But in all, I added about a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream. And when I do add the cheese, I added about a cup of cheese, Parmesan cheese. So I turned my stove down again, and I think I turned it on to about 2, and there's my pasta boiling. I'm going to add some of the seasonings that I added to my chicken into my alfredo, because I like my alfredo to have some color to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of adobo, paprika, because paprika makes everything look so pretty. And y'all, it's not paprika, it's parsley. Yeah, I go to school, I promise. Now I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne to give it a little kick. Some paprika. There's a paprika, not that was parts, not paprika, y'all. I don't know what I'm going through. I just don't feel like recording this voice over again, so that's just what it's going to be. So I'm still stirring. You do not want it to burn, so stir, and I want to add a little bit of Tony's. I'm not going to add all the seasoning I added to my chicken though. So still stirring. You can see that the alfredo is going to start to bubble a little bit, and when that happens, you add your cheese. And start off with a little bit. Don't start off with a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream. Start off with the cup of heavy whipping cream. Then you're going to start off with half a cup of Parmesan cheese, because you don't want too much of everything, and then you just start dumping stuff to get the right consistency, and it's going to be too much sauce, too little noodles. I like to have I don't like my noodles to be super wet. I can't explain it, but yeah, I don't like a bunch of sauce. So there's Parmesan cheese. Add a little bit, like that's about a half a cup at once, and then you have to eyeball this. So maybe you don't need the other half of Parmesan cheese when you make yours, but it's all about the consistency that you want. That's the key. Another key to making your alfredo. So I'm going to keep stirring, don't stop stirring. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of jerk seasoning, y'all. And this is when my camera said it was full, and I had to record on Instagram and then screen record that, y'all. It was just a ghetto mess, y'all. I just want to show y'all how it looked. So this is the finished product, y'all. I could not show y'all when I was adding everything. So y'all, to go along with the pasta, I made some garlic bread, and this is how it looks plated. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
You look like a classic, took your time and crafted dish. Moving through these chapters.